All right.
Fair enough.
I feel like that's enough MLB talk for a while. I mean,
oh yeah,
long
I can
season.
tell we could really keep going
Yeah.
too.
We
so
can
we'll
have,
just we'll break it all up each week, guys.
I was gonna say, and then like, we got probably like 4 more months that we can constantly talk about baseball stuff because it'll
I
keep
can
going
talk baseball forever.
But something that's not going to be going on for forever is the NBA season. It's coming to a close, and also new rule changes, playing games for the playoffs. So
what is it? 9, 8, and 7? No, 10.
7. It used to be 8 teams make it. Now 7 will play 10, and 8 will play 9 in a 1-game playoff to get into the actual
right. Okay,
playoffs.
so 7,
so like a wild card.
7 through 10 will make
that's
go into the
good.
play-in.
So 7 through 10 is a play-in game.
I like it.
Yeah, I like that.
I like it too. It gives more, shake up. And if you're a 7 or 8 team, it's like you can't just barely sneak in. It's like, okay, you sneak in, but you still got to play one more game.
Yeah.
So I feel like coming up to that playoffs, who do you think is gonna be in the finals? I don't say who's gonna win, but who do you think from each conference?
I am going to ride the Phoenix Suns. I think the Phoenix Suns are going to find their
Suns
way.
and Gordon Ramsay or Chris Paul as the NBA
Oh,
fans.
yeah, you're weird.
Yeah,
I'm going to go Phoenix Suns, and if the Nets can get it together, the Nets, Harden and KD work together.
Yeah.
The rest of the teams kind of got to balance out better. And they're really not the same team without Harden on the court. But I'm going to go, honestly, I think the Suns, Devin Booker is an elite scorer.
Yeah.
And he's complemented very well by Gordon Ramsay out there.
And they're in first place, right?
No, the Jazz are in first.
Jazz,
Suns are
and
in
you know
second.
what? I fear the beard, man.
Fear the beard? Yeah.
I've always been a big Harden. I've always liked James
Yeah.
Harden. I've defended him against Cole,
Brantley. Everyone.
You don't know these people, but everyone likes to rip.
But we
James
don't even
Harden.
know what's in that beard either.
I don't know.
So like, it's a mystery.
He's all I know is he got traded to the Nets, looked fat and out of shape, and he's like their best player right now.
Yeah.
He's
You
very
put all that
good.
fat just stored up in the
Him
beard.
and KD reunited after OKC, and it's like they didn't even skip a beat,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. No, I'll give it to you. I think I'm going to go 76ers and the Mavs.
Luka.
And Luka. Yeah.
You riding Doncic?
Dude,
your words today. Your words today. You're talking about ball ride and down. Dude, come on.
Yeah, come on. Word choice here.
No, I know what I'm doing.
No, I would go with Philly. I'll give them that. Dude,
76ers, really.
They're on a hot streak, man. They won what?
They've always been pretty solid.
Yeah, but they've like ran away with it. Yeah, they're like
It was very close. Then all of a sudden now it's like it seems like they're kind of looking like a hot team.
They won last 8 out of the 10.
Yeah,
like
that team every year they were pretty good. Had to go through LeBron, couldn't get through LeBron, and then they had Kawhi Leonard break their hearts.
Yep,
right.
Then,
that was
that was that year.
He broke their hearts. Kawhi did his thing. Respect that man. Love that man.
And then Jimmy Butler took some scrubs in the heat with
and then
Goran Dragic. They're like, guys, we're gonna make it. All of a sudden,
Jimmy Butler took
like,
some kid named Tyler to the finals.
But
he took a bunch of kids who were barely out of college. Like they're like,
they're like, we were supposed to be bench players.
They're like, wait, the playoffs aren't just one game, and then like if we lose, we're done.
Yeah,
Jimmy's like, no.
I was like, whoa, wait a second. I was the dude who wore my warm ups and celebrated every dunk on the bench. No disrespect. I'm just making a joke.
But
not like you'll see this.
I think it's their year. I think
it's finally it for them.
They're finally.
You gotta trust the process.
They're finally clicking at this last end of the season. That if they can keep this heat going, they can make a deep run. They can win the finals. That's
fair enough.
I was so big on the Celtics, but now they're having some injury problems. Jaylen Brown is out probably for the playoffs, so I'm going Nets because Harden, KD, Kyrie, Blake Griffin. I mean, if you would have told Nick 5 years ago that was a team and he didn't pick them, I would have been like, all right, that kid's stupid. Like,
yeah.
And then for the West, I'm going the Jazz. Not so much that they got big names. They got Donovan Mitchell. They got Rudy Gobert. They're 31-4 at home. That's an 89% win percentage at home games, and you play at least 4 games at home. Statistically, they're supposed to win 3.7 games at home. All you have to do is win 4.
Yeah.
To make it to the next round. So if they win 1 game on the road, statistically they're guaranteed to make it to the next round. Yeah. Which is scary to look at, and there's fans in the stadiums again, in almost every stadium. So now it's like home court advantage does matter, and
It's coming back.
You're not playing in Disney World.
No more bubbles.
Yeah, you're playing in your own stadium.
Fair enough. I don't like their name, but I'll respect it. They're having a 31-4 at home is insane.
That is.
When I saw that, I was like, you know what? I know they were good at home, and then I looked at it. They had like a 23 game win streak at home.
But speaking of the Western Conference, do you even think the Lakers are going to do anything this year?
You can't.
Like,
I feel like
they're
can't.
7, right? They're 7 right now.
Right now they're 7.
What are they? 2 behind Portland? Portland beat them and went up an extra game because I know they were 7th.
Let me check.
And they faced Portland and and Portland beat them. It was a huge win for the Trail.
No, Portland is 5th right now.
Yeah, they're 7th.
So they're
6th right now.
Dallas.
Yeah, man.
So Dallas and Portland are both 40.
Oh, so Portland jumped them then.
They're both 40 and 29. So they're saying.
Okay, so yeah, they have a tiebreaker over them then because like a couple days ago, going into that matchup, Portland versus the Lakers, they were 6 and 7.
6 and 7.
And I think Portland had like a game on them, and then Portland won.
So pretty much what it is right now is Portland and Dallas are 40 and 29. The Lakers are 1 game behind them. So the Lakers are 1 game away from jumping out of the play-in games.
Oh, but they hold the tie. Portland holds the tiebreaker over them. That's what it is.
With both teams, with the Mavericks and the Lakers. So right now, if the season ended right now, the Lakers would be playing the Spurs, and then the Warriors and Grizzlies would play. So it's probably going to be those 4 teams, most likely coming down to the end. So I feel like it's hard to go against LeBron in like a 7-game series, but in a 1-game series,
anything can happen. Is DeMar's over there in
San Antonio? Yeah,
he's the big one.
Yeah, I would say that's who you would say, and then Memphis and Golden. I feel like if the Lakers get matched up against Golden State, that would probably be the worst case scenario for the Lakers.
Yeah, Steph.
Because if Steph gets hot and LeBron has a bad game, LeBron's out of the playoffs.
I saw something. Steph
or the Grizzlies. Ja Morant.
Yeah,
if he has a good game.
I'm just looking at like if LeBron struggles shooting wise, he can still get to the basket. But if Steph's just nonstop draining threes, you can't win making 2s while the other team's just draining threes constantly.
Dude, you see Steph is what is it, like 88 made 3-pointers behind
Reggie Miller? Ray Allen?
Ray Allen's career 3-point makes.
That's insane.
Isn't it?
He's just a different.
He's a different breed.
He is.
Dude, he is. He's draining them from half court.
I mean,
nothing.
I think Steph changed the way the NBA is played. He definitely changed the MLB with his 3-point shooting.
Oh, for sure.
No, the NBA has become a completely different league
it gets to the point where you didn't really have to guard someone right when they crossed half court. But now
you got to guard that
Steph
man
Curry,
at half court.
Yeah,
Damian Lillard comes across half court, makes threes.
Like Damian Lillard, he paved the way.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy, and I agree. I think the Warriors could be a matchup nightmare if LeBron has to go through them.
I would be scared to face the Warriors in a 1-game playoff, regardless of who's healthy on the team. As long as Steph's healthy,
if Steph is hitting his shots like he has been.
But Lakers, do you think 1 round, 2 rounds?
If Lakers get out of the play-in games, I find it hard to root against them to not go to the conference finals, just because LeBron is just.
That's tough.
He beat the Warriors when he had
no business.
When they had Clay super healthy.
That was their 73-9 year, right?
Yeah, and they were down 3-1, and he took Kyrie and Kevin Love, who was playing like absolute trash, and they ended up winning a NBA championship.
Yeah, but I think people might come after me for this, but I think LeBron this is the year he's starting to slow down.
I've definitely
he had that high ankle sprain, and he said himself he doesn't think he'll be back to 100% from it.
No.
How old is he now? 36?
I think 38.
He's been in the league for.
He's getting up to Tom Brady numbers, but
he's been in the NBA for a long time.
But it's a little bit easier.
You know what?
To do Tom
we
Brady
like to think everyone's superhuman.
Yeah.
Tom Brady plays quarterback and avoids contact. The NBA is way more taxing on your body.
LeBron is 36.
36. So he's been in the league 18 years now.
Yeah.
That's a long time I never really realized it because time kind of has flown by.
Yeah. But
I sit back, I'm like, holy crap, LeBron has been in there
since 2003.
Since 2003. I didn't even think you don't even realize it because he's been so good for so long.
Yeah.
But I think this is the year where you're starting to see it. And his comment about that ankle sprain, I'm pretty sure he knows it's the decline is starting to happen.
He needs to start having someone who could, like Jimmy Butler is not the same animal that LeBron is, just because LeBron has such a high motor. But you look at guys where, Jimmy Butler gets like a high ankle sprain, he might come back, bounce back quicker. LeBron's now looking at like, I have to sit out 10 games, but the team's not as good with him.
It could just be like, look at Brady his last year on the Patriots. Everyone said he was washed up. He was done. He could come back.
He could. You don't know. You don't know for certain.
With his high ankle sprain, I feel like if they make a long playoff run, he'll be hurt for a while. Yeah. If they don't make the playoffs this year, next year he'll come back. He'll just be on a different level next year.
Yeah,
he'll have a long recovery.
But I
don't think they're gonna make it to the finals.
No. I don't think so either. Nothing against him.
No, I don't think finals. I say conference finals. If he's really having a good playoff run again and this ankle doesn't hinder him, I feel like it's hard to say he won't make it there.
Yeah. It's always hard to bet against LeBron.
Yeah,
just like it's always hard to bet against Brady. There's a reason they dominate for so long.
Yeah.
I say LeBron's got this playoff run and one more season before you see
you start to see
a considerable drop off. But I think he knows it too.
Yeah.
And he's got to be smarter. LeBron, even 3 years ago, doesn't sit out as many games with this ankle sprain as he did.
Yeah.
He's taking this is him doing the necessary things to prolong his health because he knows that his body can't handle it as much. That's what happens.
And with having Anthony Davis, I feel like he has that luxury now.
Yeah, he doesn't have to be the everything guy.
I mean, one game playing, I don't know if he would. Like, he's going to play that game.
Sit. No, he's playing the one game.
But for a 4-game series, he'd be like, hey, I might sit out an extra 10 minutes normal than I do because, I want to be healthy for the rest. Yeah. But talking about our beloved Bulls, which I'm scared.
Dude, I don't know. I saw it's a 0.9% chance of them making it.
They're not going to make it.
They are absolutely required to win out their last 3 games of the season, and a lot of stuff has to happen.
I'll give them credit. I think they finally hit their stride. That they're playing.
They're getting there.
They're playing their best basketball. Like, don't get me wrong. They won 3 straight, and I think they lost.
They just lost, last night.
But I mean, Vukovic been playing really well. Like, I think they're finally, running through him now.
I'm looking at it as if they've had Vukovic for an entire season, they'd be a playoff team.
Yeah.
But since he came in the middle, their momentum got taken away.
It threw a wrench into everything because they had to figure out how to play together and adjust their play style. That's
Vukovic makes the team better.
No,
but
he definitely does.
When he joined the team, they got worse because they had to learn how to play with him.
Yeah, it took him a while to adjust. I don't think the Bulls are going to make it into the play-in. Yep.
They are currently 2.5 games out.
I would love to see it. I just don't. It's what? Who said it? 0.9?
Yeah. 0.9.
Yeah, it's not going to.
They have to win.
I can't say it's not, but it's probably
there's a chance.
3 more games. Or their last 3. No, is it 3 more games? I don't know how many games there are.
I think there's more than that.
Either way, they're a long shot.
Is there 13 games?
No,
dude, get confused.
All right, Nick, take a second. Figure it out.
There's 4 or 5 games left.
I'm gonna look at how many games.
Figure it out, Bobby. You and I will talk real quick while Nick gets his it together over there.
I'm looking. I've just been thrown off by all these, ESPN.
There's lots of numbers on the screen right now. I don't.
There's too many numbers. I can't handle it.
The numbers, Mason. What do they mean? Anyways,
but
you were saying.
I think next year there is hope for the Bulls.
I agree.
There's 3 games left?
Yeah, there is
3
games.
There is 3 games left. Okay.
3. Official 3.
Maybe there was 4 yesterday.
I was trying to do math to be like, how many more games is to 82?
And then subtract, carry the 1.
I was like, why is there a 12 in my head?
Bobby just keeps throwing numbers at me.
Aren't you an accountant?
No, not anymore.
Dude, he's a podcast host.
Yeah.
This is our profession.
This is my life. But so they have 3 games left.
So they have to win out.
And they're 2.5 games out, which means they have to win every single game.
Out and people need to lose.
Yeah. And the Wizards have to lose.
There's hope for next year. I'll agree with that. There's definitely hope
for next year. But I think it's just too little too late.
Another offseason will do them a lot of favors.
Yeah.
Bulls missing the playoffs would not make me happy as a Bulls fan, but I'm happy as a Bulls fan where the team's going, if that makes sense.
They're trending upwards. Yeah. Exactly. No, I agree.
But
they'll be there.
Yeah.
I think next year they'll be bottom half, anywhere from like 8 to 5.
They can go on one of those runs, kind of like the 76ers are now at the end of the year, where they jump up to like 4 in the Eastern Conference. Not saying they deserve to be there, but I can see them
It's
being
possible.
close
You
enough.
could see it. Exactly. I
Yeah.
agree.
And I mean, we'll have time. Like the season, I think ends right before
May.
next week. So like we'll have the entire playoff
We'll
picture in,
yeah.
and we'll definitely talk about that.
And I'm actually excited to see the Bulls off season.
yeah, because
I think Karnisovas is going to be kind of aggressive.
I think they
in
have
certain
some. I think
areas.
they have
Yeah.
some pieces that they can get rid of. Like with how the team is. Like I feel like Kobe White. I would like to see him stay. I like him as a player,
But
but
He
I
doesn't
can
work with the
Yeah.
winning
I can
team
see
still.
them dealing to someone like I'm not a huge fan of Lonzo Ball,
He would
but-
he would be a better fit.
but
though.
he is
Yeah.
more a facilitator now. He's very much backed off on shooting. He will still shoot when he's open. But to
He's
get
a-
a guy
he's a
that's a
good fit.
pass first point guard,
The Bulls were rumored to actually be players for him at the trade
Yeah.
deadline as well. It was kind of like they're going to get Vucevic and then they're going to bring
and
in
get
Lonzo as
Ball.
well.
Which at the time I was more upset. Now, I'm more open to that now with seeing how he's developed over the past.
yeah,
last half
he's
of
a
the
good
year.
he's a good fit with how he's
he's a poor,
adjusted his
poor
play
man's
style.
Chris Paul.
Sure. Yeah, I
Sure.
would say that.
Okay.
That's a fair point.
Took a second to register. I was thinking like Gordon Ramsay.
But
I
yeah.
had to go through the whole Gordon Ramsay thing.
But yeah, we'll have that for sure will be a big talking point next week.